Hey there, I hope you're having an amazing day. What I want to cover in this video is a huge area that is overlooked when it comes to local businesses. Now, for everyone, leads aren't the biggest problem. You can run ads, you can use organic, you can use referrals, you can use email. Getting leads should be the easy part. But the part that's often overlooked is the gap in the middle, what we call the void between attention and conversion. And there's this whole nurture sequence in the middle that for a lot of businesses isn't implemented, or they don't really know what they should do. How do they follow up with the lead without pissing them off? How do they actually take care of the lead and track it through the different stages of the nurture sequence? And this is a huge area because getting attention, attracting someone with a piece of content, with an offer, with a landing page is the easy part. Now, if that's a problem that you're struggling with, drop a comment below or look at the other videos on our channel when it comes to running ads, how to do them, social media content, etc. But the biggest misunderstanding is around that void in the middle, because they get the leads and they go, oh yeah, I got 100 leads last week, but only 2 signed up. Well, what did you do with the other 98? Oh, we called them and they didn't answer. Well, let's say you've got a €5 cost per lead. You've wasted somewhere in the region of 450 to 500 euros to actually get those leads. So what we do with our clients is we look at that nurture sequence and we look at the offer. So if your offer is for a free introductory session, class, consultation, whatever it may be, what you want to do in your sign-up process is make the person aware that you're going to call, and maybe even allow them to request a time that they're free, so you preface it with that time, or that your team knows, okay, this might be a good time. And I'll let you in on a little secret, that when you get a lead, and when they express their interest in that time, what you're going to do is actually call the lead to confirm that that time is a good time for them. Now you've gotten the micro commitment of the lead, you've now gotten the micro commitment of the time that they're free, and now you'll get the commitment to the first call. So that's the first part of the process, and that's a little trick that we've learned over the last couple of years that increases the show-up rate or answer rate to the initial call massively. But even after that, people will still not answer, or they'll still be unsure. But this doesn't mean that they're not good customers or they're ignoring you. People are busy, lives are busy, and they might have a genuine reason for not answering. They might have work, school run, etc. So what we want to do is tailor a sequence that drip feeds them information rather than spams them with sales, because ultimately that's going to devalue the brand in the long term. What we want to do is have a mixture of subtle call to actions plus social proof. So let's say you get a lead today. We're going to follow up with those leads, make sure that they're confirmed for their time, whenever that time may be. We're going to make those calls, and calling is a non-negotiable for me. If you're selling anything over 200, 300, 400 euros, pounds, dollars, a call has to be made. If it's an intro class for 10, 50, whatever, that's fine. You can sell that straight away. A call will increase the conversion rate massively. So let's say your free session, you want to make the call, which I do recommend. And then after that, what you want to do is tailor a sequence of somewhere in the region of 7 to 8 weeks. Now, 7 to 8 weeks, you might think that that's going to drive people mental, but the first 2 weeks are going to be about 5 touch points. The second 6 weeks, or the second block, which is 6 weeks, is going to be roughly in the region of 1 to 2 touch points per week. So in the beginning, we're going to offer them loads of information. Here's what we do, here's our service providers, here's what other people have had, and what we're going to do is mix that up. The emails are going to be our branded emails, so they're going to be around our social proof, and the call to actions are going to be via SMS. So what that is going to do is give them the long form content to read on their phone or in work when the email notification pops up. And what that's also going to do is the SMS are going to be the subtle reminders. So hey, we've got 5 spaces left. Hey, we've got 2 spaces left this week. Hey, we've got 3 days left to claim your session. And what we can also do is time that offer. So as we said, the first 2 weeks are going to be pretty intensive in terms of the communication, because we want to strike while the iron is hot. So while the communication is intense, we want to also, you can implement an urgency element. So we've gotten the lead, we've contacted them, we rang them, we spoke to them on the phone, maybe they're not interested. We made them aware that this introductory offer is available for 2 weeks. Now we can tailor that session around that finish date or end date of that offer, so that we can have that sequence tailored around, here's how long you have left, here's when you can use it, here's how much space, here's how much people have booked in, etc. So after the 2 weeks, we're then going to basically treat that lead as a little bit less than a warm lead. We're going to call them lukewarm, and what we're going to do is just focus on drip feeding them information and then highlighting the success or the good time that people have had through that introductory session or introductory offer. So from week 3 to week 6, 7, 8, however long we want to structure it. We're going to do mostly email marketing, and it's going to be 1 to 2 emails per week. The weekday ones we want to put in and around lunchtime, evening time, when people's focus starts to drain. And the weekend ones we want to do late at night. For the people, I mean, if people are out and about, they're not going to look at their emails anyway. But if you're home, if you're, chilling on a Saturday night, on a Sunday night, Friday evening, they may have a quick look through their inbox and read it then and come up to speed on what you're doing. So first 2 weeks, intensive, urgency laid, warm lead. We want to treat them, we want to focus on them, and we want to help them get to the goal as quick as possible. After that, we want to slightly take a step back because we don't want to devalue the brand. We want to go towards more brand focused play. Social proof, guides, plans, anything like that you can give away that can position yourself as the leader in the market. So this conversion gap, this void as we call it in the middle from intention to conversion, it's not that the lead isn't interested, it's that the lead hasn't been made comfortable enough to actually make the decision. So you need to change the mindset from I need to chase this lead, I need to chase this sale, to what pieces of information does this lead need to get to be 100% comfortable making this decision. And I think if you can shift your mindset towards that and also leverage the softwares, leverage the platforms that we have out there in terms of high level, Klaviyo, any of these active campaign to actually do this work for you. Because it's one thing getting all the leads, let's say you get 100 leads in a week. I know the feeling of having to reach out to 100 people. It can be very, very daunting. So all we want to do is simplify that so that it's one action. If you're getting 10 leads per day, it's 10 calls per day. And then all of the other touch points through that nurture sequence are automated. Once they reply, they can drop out of the sequence. So what we want to do is solve the problem of making the prospect uncomfortable. So their problem is they're uncomfortable, we want to make them comfortable, whatever way you want to look at the problem. So the leads, if they're not your issue, put all of your effort. I want you to look at how many leads do I get in, how many do I convert. And if you're not above 5%, you've definitely got a problem in the middle. You can have the best salesperson at the very beginning. You can have the best salesperson making those calls. But ultimately, if you don't have an effective process for following up with the other 90 to 95% of people who don't buy at that time, then you're just going to bleed money and you're going to be really inefficient when it comes to your paid marketing efforts. So I'll link a nurture sequence below. I'll also provide an example diagram of what that looks like and the touch points that we give for our clients. And let me know if this video was useful. Really do appreciate all the feedback that we've been getting in the DMs recently. And yeah, hope that you enjoyed the content. See you in the next video. And if there's any videos you'd like us to create, be my guest and leave a comment below. Other than that, have a great day and see you in the next one.